What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of In the Corner with your boy Ozzy. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about 4 different ways to deal with overthinking, anxiety, procrastination, stress, just different things that I use that I don't normally hear people give. 4 different ways to deal with stress, anxiety, procrastination, stuff like that are different from what you will probably normally hear in a video such as this. So without further ado, before we get into the video, drop your boy a like, a sub. Alright guys, so the first one is go for a walk. A lot of self-help videos, guru videos, just a bunch of content on, getting staying focused, staying concentrated on something. And I always find myself walking. Like if I'm stressed about something, if I'm too anxious, or I'm overthinking a lot, I usually go for a walk. Do it for probably about a good at least 10 minutes, right? You know what I mean? Walking around the block one time, that's really not going to do nothing. You really got to like a good 10, 30-minute walk. Just I say about 7 songs. So right, so if you can get 7 full songs played on your playlist, then that's probably average a little over 10 minutes. But by that time, I tend to notice that whatever I'm stressed about, or I'm feeling anxious, or I'm overthinking, I usually get more clarity while walking, and then sometimes after the walk. So that's number 1. Number 2, clean or organize your room or house, right? So this is something, again, that I do personally. I like to have a neat area. I like to keep things well organized and stuff like that. And I always notice, and you've heard this one before though, like if your environment is messy, then your mind is usually in the same format, right? Clutty area, clutty mind, right? I said clutty. I said clutty, guys. That's not a word. It's not a word. Clean and organize something. This is actually something that I do a lot to kind of mute out the overthinking, the anxiety, procrastination, or whatever is ailing me at the time. This helps because it takes my mind off of what I'm either overthinking or whatever the case may be, right? Whatever's up here, it takes my mind off of that and puts it on whatever I'm doing. So for example, let's say there was everything on this table, right? But I'm already overthinking about something. The very moment I'm like, all right, well, let me get this table cleared off, I'm no longer overthinking about whatever I was overthinking about. I'm no longer in a state of procrastination because I'm physically doing something, right? So this is a great tip. This helps me out a lot. All right, guys, so we're moving on to number 3. Exercise. All of these is something that I do. I'm putting that disclaimer out there. All of these is something that I do. But as I was making this list, I wanted this list to be very unique. I didn't want it to be a copy and paste of, somebody else's list. And there's great advice out there. I'm not saying that of any form, but I wanted to be more personal. Things that I do on an everyday basis, in my everyday life that helps me deal with these specific grievances. So, exercise, guys. Good 10 set of push-ups. 5 regular. You get 5 in the negative, maybe do some isometric holds, and just different variations, 60 seconds, just straight jumping jacks. It doesn't have to be,
I can't bang, so let me go to the gym and lift the gym.
Literal basic calisthenics, and I find myself immediately, defeating that procrastination because I'm physically doing something. And it's defeating the overthinking because now I gotta concentrate on what I'm doing, keep that perfect form, keep the core intact, focus on the breathing, and get the process. So we're gonna move on to number 4. Contemplate past accomplishments. Now, this is something new. This is something new that I've been doing, honestly. I like to be very transparent with my fans, my audience out there. This is something that I recently started doing. I've recently started for like the past month or so. I recently started every time I find myself maybe in like a doubtful headspace, or maybe I'm just like in a lazy kind of procrastinated state. if that's even a word, right? I'll sit back and I'll just start to think about the small wins, right? Um, Making my bed, getting up, grab a shower in the morning, brushing my teeth, right? Eating healthy, eating more healthy, exercise, um, the cleaning, like kind of doubling back to everything that's on these tips, right? Because I'm thinking about all of my small wins, and I include some of the big wins as well, right? But more than often, you'll run into a small win before you run into a big one, right? So this has actually helped me a lot in terms of just staying focused on my goals, right? Staying focused on the next thing. It also helps kind of get rid of that negative thinking, or that doubtful thinking of your own ability, or your own potential, or whatever the case you may be going through, right? So these are my 4 different ways to deal with overthinking, anxiety, etc., etc. I hope you guys found this video informative. I am not a doctor. I want to put a disclaimer out there. I'm not a doctor. I have no PhD, no MD. These are just tips and things that I do on a daily basis that help me deal with these problems. So if you guys found the information informative, drop your boy a like, comment, let me know what maybe another 4 different things you want me to talk about, or just sub and view because you like the space. So, alright guys, so that's it. See y'all in the next one. Bye.